Hello and welcome to HRL Season 14, Round Number 2. John Snuh go-kart. Quick run-through of the track before we get into this first heat. Kind of an interesting one for the schedule. We don't know. There's still the vote-in track, and there's still the track that Matt and I got to do, so it's kind of hard to weigh it against all the tracks in the go-kart stage because we don't know all of them yet, but I would say that this one will probably end up being in a weird slot where it's pretty technical and it's also pretty hard to pass, but like there are areas where the track is more open than a normal go-kart too, so it's like that's what makes it kind of interesting. It's not entirely walled off, but it's still a pretty tight track for the most part, and there's still mostly walled off, but then you have open areas like this part, so it kind of mixes it up. So it's also a pretty long track too. Probably end up being, I would assume, the longest track on the schedule for the go-karts unless something crazy happens. This one's pretty long for a go-kart, so it'll probably remain that way. But yeah, as you go through it, a lot of those side rumbles, a lot of chicanes on this track. I love the shackins. A couple hairpins here or there. These interesting, like, different style of rumbles that I like a lot. Low-key, I think they're pretty cool. Few S's here, like sections like that. And then I like this corner a lot. This corner's pretty poggers. The one under the HRL sign, love that one. I also like low-key, this is my favorite part of the track for some reason. Like, this is pretty simple, but I think those corners are pretty dope. And then it leads back into the start. So that's the quick run through of the track. Let's go through the starting order of the heat, and I'm gonna go through everybody. I'm gonna double check what I wrote down here because I don't know if it's right. So hopefully it is. All right, so let's go through the heat one. Starting order in first, we have Wait. Got to find on the dock. We have Nuked. All right, there we go. It's correct. Let's go. First place is right at least. We at least got that right. Second's Brendan. And then I can already tell it's Sonic in third. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it's Soul Reaper. That's right. Okay, yeah. I forgot the colors. My bad. So it's Soul Reaper in third, and then Vulcan in fourth. That one I can already tell. Just making sure these are right as well. Yes. And then in fifth, I believe that's going to be Sully, which is correct. Detail 6th, and Pancake 7th. One more quick run through because I was trying to, make sure during that. So again, it's Nuked, and then on the outside of him, we've got Brendan. Again, Soul Reaper, Vulcan, Sully, Detail, and Pancake. That's the run through. So there we go. Just making sure it's correct. Things were a little cheesy, so had to make sure. All right. And the race immediately underway. That was a quick start. 4-lap heats here. Go with the overhead cam. And as you can see, already all kinds of cheese. And one driver going out of the track. And it's going to be really hard to tell with all these pink drivers, by the way, because of the armor cheese. Some of these pink drivers. Another driver out of the track? How did that happen? Some of these pink drivers are getting hit with the armor cheese, it looks like, where their armor doesn't show up properly. My favorite theater bug in H5. Wow, Detail absolutely cleaned out right there into that chicane. Unfortunate. But recovers pretty quickly. It's got a nice pack from second to, what, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Last place driver pretty far back. And then I think that one driver, or no, I think that guy's just a spectator. We did have one driver go out of the track early on, but I believe that is just a spectator. So I want to say it's Sully in the... Okay, just making sure. Sully in the lead. So he's going to lead that first lap down, but we still got 3 to go, and that is a lot of time on this track. A lot of time. Looks like it was Detail trying to get around Nuked there and not able to do it again. Nuked getting squirrely in the chicane. But Pancake's going to go right on by into second place. Nuke trying to hold on to that podium. Vulcan gets passed, I want to say, again by Detail at this point. I want to say it's happened a few times with the crashes. Gets passed by him again, so he's going to try to get that podium spot off of Nuked yet again. And also, I should probably mention, wow, Nuked really squirrely there through the chicanes. Wow. That one was pretty rough. But still trying to keep his spot from Vulcan. No. Vulcan not going to be denied there. He's going to take it. And man, Sully's lead gap is closing in pretty quickly. He's definitely going to have to try to stay in the middle of the track, if you know what I'm saying. Actually gets through the chicane pretty cleanly. That actually wasn't that bad. That actually wasn't that bad. Oh yeah, Nuke having more issues in the back. Just cannot get his chicanes down. Seems to be the running theme for him in this heat. Got to work on those for the main. Oh, Pancake with the... Maybe went for the move a little too early, or Sully didn't expect him on the inside. Not sure what happened there from either perspective, but either way, going to lose a lot of time. But still in second place, so not too bad. And still quite a bit of time to go. Again, like I said, this is probably the longest go-kart track that we'll race, most likely. So these laps probably seem pretty long, and that's because they are. That's because they are. They are pretty long. But lots of corners, lots of chances to make up time on this track for sure. As we go into, just want to double check. Yep, white flag lap. Oh, and Sully and Pancake both making contact in the chicane, but it works out worse for Sully. So Pancake's going to take the lead. Sully now falling back to second, and low-key Detail in third might be able to catch him at the pace it's looking like. The disparity between Pancake, Detail, and Sully low-key could catch him, so might have another opportunity to take that second place, and that would be pretty big for the starting position for the main, for sure. Every spot, I mean, look at this, already on his bumper, and it looks, oh, not able to make it happen through the chicane, though. If he could have just timed it just right there with him messing up, it might have been able to make it happen. I can't get my controller fixed. Oh, and Sully gonna get him into the inside right there too. Not what you want to see. Okay, there we go. Pancake gonna take the win this first heat. Sully gonna bulldoze his way to second. Detail in third. Vulcan fourth. We got, I believe it was Soul in fifth. And then Nuked in that sixth place spot. Do we have a driver pull off then? Or do we just have somebody in the back pretty far? That might be the case. Find him. There we go. There's Brendan in seventh. Brendan must have been the one that went off the track. He must have been the one that went off the track. I'm assuming what happened, he went off the track, looked for the hot dog stand, got lost, eventually found his way back onto the track. But by the time he did, it was a little too late, a little too much time to make up there. But he did eventually find his way back onto the track. So there you go. There's your heat number one. Now we'll move on to the second one.